Welcome to the first episode of Out of Pocket, starring your host with the most. You know who it is. It's Cole. We're going to start off by giving y'all everything you need right now, all right? First off, we're going to start with the NFL topics of the week. You feel me? Some things just not sitting right with me. I think I kind of want to start with the Dallas game, right? Dak Prescott looked the best he looked all year. But was it really Dak Prescott looking good? Or is it just the simple fact that the Buccaneers have been ass all year? All right, let's be honest. Call it a spade, right? Buccaneers were ass all year, and we just thought they were going to have this magical run because of Tom Brady. No, he went against a sorry defense at that point. They weren't really stopping shit. Everything was wide open. But you know what's out of pocket? How does your field goal kicker miss 4 extra points? I could have hired a fucking monkey to do that. Teach him how to kick. Boom. Hey, we're in there. That's some weird shit, man. But that's besides the point, right? We're talking about the game, right? Tom Brady looked just as worse as ever. He did the same thing he did all year. Look bad 3 quarters, and fourth quarter show a miracle of life. And they win and they lose. They win and they lose. And Atlanta was fighting for first place. Come on. They sat down Marcus Mariota. Let's calm it down. They weren't really like that, okay? So we're going to just simply say that Dallas was good, but they really played a soft team, and they did what they were supposed to do. They handled business, all right? Let's not get too hype on the Dak train, all right? He's not the MVP, all right? So on to my next one. The one that really hurt my soul. I felt it like in my chest. The Jacksonville Jaguars winning over the Chargers. It was one of those things that when you see it in hindsight, you're like, they really came back. But at the same time, you're like, yo, they came back. Because it was truly some shit that was just so out of pocket. Just 4 interceptions in the first half. Man, no team I've witnessed with my eyes in the 20 years I've watched football, let's say, a team throws 4 interceptions in a game and they still win that game.
Who do you blame for that loss?
It's coaching. It's coaching. It's no way that you give up a lead like that. 27-7 at half. At this point, I'm telling the Chargers right now, F them assets. Go ahead and trade that first rounder and a third. Get Sean Payton. Go ahead and tell Staley, hey man, we thank you for your service and you did a wonderful job here. But it's time to go. You can pack your bags and whoever came with you. That's just simple as that. If we're just being straight up. Right? So, at that point, you get rid of him. Hire a new coach. Show them the foundations of how to win by Sean Payton. That's what we got to do here. We cannot allow that team, especially with that talent being young and they're not under a heavy contract right now, get them something. Get something out of that. Get what you can out of Khalil Mack before he's too old. Joey Bosa. Derwin James is getting older. He's still young, but he's getting older. You got a good young roster right now. Benefits. Think of the Eagles that year. They benefited off those young, talented people that they had. So, just take the time out of that. But as we continue on and we look at more things about the NFL, bro, you are going to understand that this shit here does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. For instance, the Buffalo and Miami game, right? When I saw that game, I'm thinking like, well, this should be a blowout. But somehow, some way, Josh Allen just continues to dwindle, drives away, not passing the ball where he needs to pass the ball. And all of a sudden, a team like the I'm not calling Miami
ain't no bitches.
I'm not calling them scrubs.
You sounded like they was playing against the fucking Kookaburra Cracker Killers.
All I'm saying is, look, check it out, right? If you got Skylar Thompson back there, do you think you gonna go in there and just blow just go out there and throw 34 touchdowns? No, you're not. But if you had Tua, yes, we thought that would be a high-paced game. So I didn't expect nothing much. But as we got to it, Miami's fighting. And I'm like, y'all supposed to be a juggernaut. How are your foot not on their neck right now? And yet, they fighting. I started asking myself, I was just jotting. I'm like, is Buffalo really contenders? Or do they just, they play familiar opponents?
The contenders.
Yeah, like for a Super Bowl. Are they really contenders?
Hell yeah.
Because you know what? When they play the Miami Dolphins and you're supposed to show your power, show your strength, and you don't do it. That's out of pocket.
Hey, man. Winning the game is winning the game.
Hey.
In 2001, the Baltimore Ravens had one of the earliest playoff runs ever.
Look, man. If I'm the Big Show and you Rey Mysterio, I'm supposed to dominate you.
Until I 619 off the fucking ropes.
And it's fake. That's fake. You feel me? It's fake.
It's a show,
but in all honesty, if a 7-footer is playing basketball against a 6'3", it's unfair. But somehow you said, hey, I'm just going to let you play around a little bit. I want to see if we can really win if the odds are against us. No, that's dumb. Stupid, whatever you want to call it. But in that sense, you just got to go with the flow. I can't change it. But that's the same thing I thought with the Baltimore Ravens game in Cincinnati. Very, very unbearable game to watch. I couldn't keep my eyes off the fact that they were sticking around. Like, the Bengals offense were just stagnant. They didn't move.
They played a very good Ravens defense.
Yeah.
They played a very good Ravens defense.
They played something all right. I don't know what they played, but it wasn't that. They didn't come to ball. They didn't come to play. And when I say that, I don't judge the offense because you still put up 24 points. Who I really take blame on that is that defense because you knew that they had a backup. And you didn't take advantage of it. I mean, you won the game, so obviously you could say you did, but really, you had piss going right down your legs until the last 10 minutes, 5 minutes, rolling down the clock. So, and even still, he was moving the ball on the last couple of drives. So, who was really just out of pocket that game, huh?
I think that was the Bengals' first real test for a real campaign for the Super Bowl. I think that was the first real test.
I
thought that
Tyler Huntley was 17 for 29, 2 touchdowns in the air, 1 pick and that fumble at the end of the game. I don't think they're ready. Like I said, if they go to Buffalo, they go to Buffalo next week. You know what that means? They're gonna have a rematch of that same game that happened when old boy got hurt. They're going out there to put points up. And if you telling me a backup can do this on you, what's to say for Eli Apple burnt toast? You feel me? Von Bell is a very good safety, man, but it's only so much motherfuckers can handle because the threat of Josh Allen is just unnatural. But, hey.
The Bengals stepped up in that last one. I think they're going to step up.
But they stepped up against a backup.
Sure.
It's a backup. We're not talking Lamar Jackson because if Lamar Jackson plays, we're not talking about the Bengals.
I think people play to the level of the competition a lot of times. And I'm happy the Ravens didn't go out like no bitches.
I mean, you just got to look and see what J.K. Dobbins said. So.
That nigga J.K. Dobbins said. I don't like that.
So we already knew. One, they're on the goal line with a chance to win the game. And instead of putting the ball in J.K.'s hands, they do not. They did not give him a chance on that goal line. So you talking about you feeding them all game. What's the difference of putting them on the line? That's the whole purpose. we all know Huntley is not like Lamar, so don't expect him to do those things. So I was confused by it myself, but personally, I can't sit here and act like.
And the Ravens weren't no scrubs. Like I said, I think they were their first real test. They were like the top 5 defenses in the NFL.
But that's not what I'm downplaying their defense. I mean their offense is the problem. How should I say it? The Bengals defense should have been able to stop the Ravens offense.
So 24-7 would have been more.
You feel me? Like you showed that they weren't good without their star, but you showed that even this backup can make plays on us.
Okay, so the defense got exposed.
So, and then you talk, like I said, you going next week to Buffalo. You know what that means? Stephon Diggs, all them boys, they're gonna be riled up. They want something more. So, and they feeling it like, oh man, last time we came out here, I'm gonna lay the wood this time. Gonna be bouncing off some boys because at that point you gotta see it for what it is. They playing for something. The Bengals they it's one of them things where the momentum. When you have momentum, you know where it's at. All right.
They want to run it back because last year was a very good Super Bowl, one of the better ones we've had in a while. That was a good competitive down to the last 4th down Super Bowl, and they're a good enough team. They didn't lose that many pieces. I think they're showing their first step against one of the better defenses. I think offense-wise they did well. Defense-wise got exposed, but they got exposed against the Rams too.
Hey. What you think about San Francisco and the Cowboys?
That's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be. I hate the Cowboys, but they can win. I want to pick San Francisco, but I know in my heart if the Cowboys stop being the Cowboys for just one day, stop being the Cowboys for one Sunday. I'm talking about no Tony Romo, no Dak Prescott, fuck shit.
I mean, they did that. They did that like
one more day. Because you know they're due. You know they're going to invite Tony Romo out.
He's going to broadcast the game and all that. Nah.
Like Dark City and
I hope they come with that same energy they came with against the Bucks. You know, no disrespect to the Bucks. Like I said, I have a friend that, man, he a diehard Bucks fan. So to actually see Dallas come out and play the way Dallas played, hey man, hey next week, hey them some hogs over there, man. There's some hogs over there. So going against Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Fred Warner, bro, have you seen Fred Warner go side to side?
He's a good linebacker.
Bro, no. Bro, you gotta check this clip of Fred Warner going side to side. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like he's instinctive. He knows where he wants to go. Left, right. He's there in a amount of seconds. He always builds straight off the momentum. Everybody always pursue the way he do, but he just got so much fierce power behind. They're not running that ball. They better find a new reason to use Dak Prescott, because if they have to run the ball, this defense is not like no regular other defense that you get.
So you're picking the 49ers, is what you're saying.
If I had to put my money on it. And I'm not a gambling type of person. You know, if I do, I got about 50 cents on it. But something I can manage. But if you talk about putting money up like that, and I had a choice, live or die, I'm going with San Francisco. Now, if they lose, hey, good luck, because you going to see me. You going to see the Eagles fly, Eagles fly. Hey.
Dak liable to wake up and forget what a football is.
But like you said, the Cowboys are due for a blunder.
They're due for a choke, no homo. They're due to choke.
They're due for it.
They're due a choke. They're due a Tony Romo moment. But if they avoid it, how good they are, they're a better team than the 49ers. Are they going to come to play better?
I don't believe so.
They're a better team. No, they're a better team than the 49ers.
The 49ers are a way better run team.
Okay.
Right now, the 49ers defense.
The Cowboys can stop the run. The Cowboys can stop the run.
Hey, man. I put it like this, everybody.
I don't like the Cowboys. I'm not a Cowboys fan.
I think the 49ers are on an 11-game streak right now, right? They've only had one running back, go over 68 yards. One running back to go over 68 yards. We did that in Philly against Dallas. We was running up and down the field. What you talking about? That defense will be exposed because Micah Parsons can't make up everything. You can't just put him everywhere and make him fit every scheme, every hole. You're going to need him in one spot to try to disrupt everything they do. And you can't because the way they run their zone schemes, that Shanahan scheme is so physical. Those linemen have so much agility. They shift. And then all of a sudden, it's a play action. Greg, Kittle, touchdown. Boom. Making noise.
I know some shit. I got the Cowboys. 49ers are trash.
But
they just running the ball well.
The Cowboys trash.
They are, but they got talent. There's some trash ass niggas.
Trash.
Fuck the Cowboys. But
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm no Cowboys fan. I'm not. But I'm saying I'm just giving where it's due. Dak is gonna have to pull something out of his ass because that run game is not gonna happen. But it's all one of those things that we just have to say to ourselves and just understand that you're wrong. So I'm gonna try to get something simple after this one. The Chiefs are gonna play the Jaguars.
And the Jaguars are gonna win again. I told that niggas they were gonna beat the Chargers. Jaguars AFC Championship. That's the farthest.
He did say that they were gonna beat the Chargers.
I
mean, we all called it, right?
We all these nuts.
Hey, chill out.
We all these nuts.
Yeah, you know we all.
want to be like, yeah, we did say, nigga, there was no we last week. I niggas is talking shit.
Man, hey, look, check this right. I'm scared because I feel like it's gonna be one of these Cinderella stories for these boys. It's one of them things where you like, Jacksonville has no reason to be here right now, but they're here. How much did they exert in that last game of coming back to even contend? I feel like it's gonna be a blowout. I feel like they're gonna run these boys down. I'm talking 56-6. Just because I don't feel like they have that energy. But they can prove me wrong. Please do. I love it. I'll admit when I'm wrong. But until then.
What chance does Jacksonville have to win this joint?
14.
14 is a specific percentage choice.
14, 15. I mean, I give them a little things here and there. I like their run game. Travis Etienne on the outside. Christian Kirk coming through the middle. Evan Ingram. They offense.
Defense is their best part of this.
I love it. And it's one of those things because I didn't get to see it from Doug and Philly, but how he runs a 3-4 scheme, and it's one of those things. I'm like, man, he really got them two outside linebackers and Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker. It's tough. Rayshawn Jenkins in the backfield too. Shout out to the U. It's one of those things where I love the fact that they're there, but I just understand how much they put out. That's like going triple overtime. Bro, they had to fight so hard to come back. It's one of those things where you just got to sit there and be like, hey, man, these boys right here, they did their thing, but you're going to lose that glass slipper. There's no Cinderella here, man. You're going to lose it, and it's gone. That chance is over with. But
we got the Chiefs. All right.
So, anybody else disagree? You think the Jaguars are gonna win?
Yeah, I got the Jaguars. Okay. I got if they don't blow them out. If Kansas City doesn't blow them out.
Okay.
If they let it stay close. Yeah, I got the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
Some miracle shit happening. I can see some shit like that happen.
Buffalo, Cincy. Who you got? Cincinnati.
Ooh, I think I got Cincinnati.
I feel like it's too much riding high for Buffalo right now. But the simple fact that Buffalo is coming, like I said, he's coming off that injury. He's doing well. He's walking around. They know this is the game that actually get played out to that injury and making all this happen. I feel like Buffalo really has more to prove right now. And if that energy, that soul, they're going to give everything on the first couple plays, but after that, it's going to start wearing down. The snowballs going to fly.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold as a bitch. It's gonna be cold as a bitch. But I just would. Joe Burrow does really well in the competition. Is really well. Like, and if I had to pick between Joe Burrow
And Josh Allen? Okay, look, quick random. We're going to do a quick random, right? We got Joe Burrow, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a series of quarterbacks, right? You're going to tell me, right? Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm. You going to take Patrick?
Right now, yes.
Okay. Justin Herbert.
I would take Joe Burrow.
Joe?
I would take Joe Burrow. Yeah. Joe Burrow's proven quick too. Justin Herbert's good, but you know what I'm saying.
Josh Allen.
I would take Joe Burrow, man. I would take Joe Burrow. Josh Allen's very exciting, but Joe Burrow's one.
What do he bring? What do Joe bring differently than Josh Allen?
I don't know, no homo, so I think maybe it's something about niggas named Joe. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Something about a nigga named Joe Maven. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just something real slow motion about niggas named Joe. Like they just get out of bullshit. And he plays really well, fool. Really well. Really well in high into situations where like, hey, somebody's got to step up, and he does. At first, I thought it was all hype. I swear I thought it was hype. But I've been watching it. Yeah, he's a real deal. He was really one to read off for really pulling off the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
He was really.
I see it, but okay. It's one more game. It's mine. I waited. It's the best for last. And you know who it is. It's the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New York Giants. Who do y'all got?
Can I also point out that I called the Giants winner last week too? I told you. I was like, the Vikings are some hoes. I told you. I called that too. I got it all recorded. The Vikings are some hoes. And I told you Kirk Cousins a hoe. And I told you that they weren't going to stop the run. Saquon Barkley literally just had a field day. And I told you. I was like, the Vikings should have won. The Vikings were the easy pick. But I was like, all right, I can say that Jacksonville shit, that was a little luck. That was a little fugazi. I could call it. But I knew the Vikings were going to hoe out. And just Kirk Cousins is going to show who Kirk Cousins is.
I can't say that. All right. The way Daniel Jones played, bro, nobody have seen Daniel Jones play like that. And it was one of those things where it made me feel like, if this is the Daniel Jones I'm going to get for the rest of the playoffs, yeah, the Eagles going to be in trouble. But at the same time, we didn't seen it all season long. So it's one of those things where if they get a good run game going with Saquon, I don't see them making it past the next team. If they made it past us, I say it was a field goal game where it was only a point over. And that's if they could make it past us. But outside of that, no. I don't think that offensive line can hold up against a pass rush like the Eagles, which led in sacks this year. All four of their front had over 10 sacks. So it's any one-on-one they get. You had Bradbury. He's our number 2 corner. He made All-Pro.
Yeah. I think he's top for interception leader too.
No, that's E.J. Gardner.
Gardner, yeah, the other
He,
did that shit.
mind you, he missed 6 games.
Oh, I do. Yeah. That's it.
He missed 6 games, and he still was the leader in picks, outside of my boy Tariq Woodland, who also a rookie that had 6. I don't. The Giants couldn't handle us the first game. The second game, like you said, Jalen Hurts was just coming back. He was a little rusty. You got to move him around. He was just warming up, but still, the Giants couldn't stop him. Any single coverage he gets, anybody should know Jalen is going to throw it to him.
What do you think the most important question that the Eagles have to answer? I think the Eagles have to ask, can the Eagles stop the run? If the Eagles stop Saquon Barkley, there's no way Daniel Jones is about to go Aaron Rodgers and win the game. Fuck out of here.
Let's say this. The last couple times we played him, Saquon ain't catch 100?
It's playoff time though.
So we know he's going to get the ball. So also remember this: Robert Quinn is back now. Okay, Jordan Davis has been healthy. We still got Joseph and Nnamdi. So not Nnamdi. What's his name? Sue. Yeah. Sorry, I messed that up. But plugging the holes. I mean, I don't think any of our defensive weapons are any liabilities. TJ Edwards didn't showed up. CJ didn't showed out. Blankenship, when he came in, showed out. Epps showed out. The Giants, their defense wasn't really something that was just shutting people down. Who were the Giants this year, truly? They just snuck by a couple teams here and there. But it wasn't no amazing play from Daniel Jones. It wasn't Saquon going for 200 every game. Yes, he had good games, but it wasn't that. So, what was it? It was just some good defense, just well-rounded games. 24-23. I don't know. Yesterday, I guess you could say the Giants put everyone on watch. They said, hey, we're here. We'll find out if that comes to an end. So, I like to move to the NBA.